Hi! Okay, so I was going through some drawers and I found some old books that were mine and I wanted to share them and read them to you. The first book I found was, which I think is really ironic, Never Talk to Strangers. And why I think this is ironic, that this is one of my childhood books, is that I love to talk to strangers as an adult. And I remember getting this book, and I don't remember it being Never Talk to Strangers. I just remember the illustrations, or I guess I would have said drawings when I was a kid. But I just thought this book was really cool because it has lots of fun drawings. And so I wanted to read it to you guys. Never Talk to Strangers. Oh look, I wrote my name. This book is written by Irma Joyce and illustrated by George Buckett. I mean, look how cool. Look at, there's a giraffe, it's tea parties, old ladies. Is that me? That could be me. Okay. If you are hanging from a trapeze and up sneaks a camel with bony knees, remember this rule. If you please, never talk to strangers. If you are shopping in a store and a spotted leopard leaps through the door, don't ask him what he's shopping for. Never talk to strangers. Now that one I find is kind of rude. Like, he's a tiger. Look how he's dressed. He's so dapper. I would definitely wait on him and ask him what he needed. I'd probably even ask him out on a date because he looks like he's a lot of fun. And he's got sausage, onions, carrots, cabbage. I mean, he's got legit stuff. He's definitely, the type to cook you a dinner. If you're into that. If the doorbell rings and standing there is a grouchy, grumbling grizzly bear, don't open the door. Mom won't care. Never talk to strangers. See, this one I get. This one makes sense. If there's a bear and he's grouchy and he's grumbly, I wouldn't answer it either. But maybe he has to go to the bathroom, like maybe it's raining and, he just needs a towel. I don't know. Use your best judgment on that one. If you are in the park for a walk and out of a cloud parachutes a hawk, unless you know his name, don't talk. Never talk to strangers. Again, I'm confused about this one. He's a hawk and he's parachuting. Why does a hawk need to parachute? I don't get it. Why doesn't he just swoop in? If you are waiting for a bus and behind you stands a rhinoceros, it will be... Oh, I shouldn't talk to him either. So here's the rhinoceros. I mean, he's reading the newspaper. He's got an umbrella and he's got his own little briefcase going on. He just looks like he's going to work. He's not bothering anybody. So what do they say? Though he may shove, though he may shove and make a fuss, never talk to strangers. Now, maybe he's not shoving. Maybe he has like body dysmorphia, you know? Perhaps he doesn't know he's as big as he really is. You know, those lap dogs that aren't really lap dogs and they want to cuddle and they're like twice as big as you. Maybe that's what's going on with this guy. Maybe he needs a friend. Maybe he just needs somebody to be honest to him. If you are out for a mountain climb and a coyote asks if you know the time, let him wait for a clock to chime. Never talk to strangers. All right, that makes sense. Coyote, he looks hungry AF. If kids are watching this, don't ask your parents what that means. Or ask them and make them come up with something fun. But look at, I mean, he's kind of friendly, but his tongue's out. He's hungry. He's hungry. He's searching. Don't talk to him. He's desperate. This one is just so dope. If you're mailing a letter, which I like to do, if you're mailing a letter to Aunt Lucille and you see a car with a whale at the wheel, stay away from him and his automobile. Whatevs, I'm getting in his car. Look how amazing that car is. Look at that car. It's so cool. I mean, I'm going to use my best judgment. I don't jump into just anybody's car. But I've definitely jumped into cars with people I didn't know because they were driving cool cars. You know, but I use my best judgment and I'm an adult. Sometimes. And look how, I don't know, he's happy. Look at, his best friend is a frog. Do you see that? Anybody who has a best friend is a frog, he can't be all that bad. Bee's back. If you're riding your bike at noon and you see a bee with a bass bassoon, I'd think, wow, what did my mom put in my Cheerios this morning? Because that bee is hella strong, and am I actually seeing that? I mean, are bees that strong? I know ants, you know, can lift like 1,000 times their weight or something like that, but don't stop to ask the name of his tune. Never talk to strangers. Now, I would definitely stop to ask him what, you know, I would dance. I like music. If it was something that really was catching my fancy, I'm totally gonna stop and dance with him. If you are, this one's so great. I love the illustration. If you are swimming in a pool and a crocodile begins to drool, paddle away and repeat this rule. Never talk to strangers. That's super valid. Look at those jaws. Look at those teeth. Yeah. I'd swim away too. But this is good. If your father introduces you Or if you don't have a father, it could be a father figure, perhaps an uncle, or your mother's best friend, or, I don't know, a dude male of some sorts. If your father introduces you to a roly-poly kangaroo, say politely, "How do you do?" That's not talking to strangers because your family knows her. That didn't rhyme. I don't like that. I wish that kind of rhymed, but that's okay. So yeah, it's okay if somebody in your family knows, you know. That's good. If your teacher says she'd like you to meet a lilac llama who is very sweet, I sure as Sally would definitely hang out with that. A lilac llama? Pretty. Invite her over and serve a treat. That's not talking to strangers because your teacher knows her. They're having tea. I love tea. I'm gonna drink some tea right now. If a pal of yours you've always known brings around a prancing roan, welcome him in a friendly tone. Little cowboy action. That's cute. That's not talking to strangers because your pal knows him. Aw, best of buds. Maybe this is me. If while eating toast and honey, you see your friend, the Easter Bunny, I would wonder what was in my honey. Is that an edible? Can I make edible toast? Tell him a joke. He'll think it's funny. That's not talking to strangers because he's everyone's friend. Again, I'm not liking these non-ending rhyme sentences. Wait, maybe I'll go through and change up some stuff. Do you know why you've never heard this jolly giraffe say a single word? It's because she learned from a little bird never to talk to strangers. And that's the end. And I think in the back, I'm going to share. I think it's a portrait of myself I drew. Yeah. Moral of the story, I guess, never talk to strangers, but I talk to strangers all the time. Use your best judgment. I guess if you're 7 or 8, you know, have mom introduce you or something, a friend, an older friend. This video is long, but I don't care. It's been a while since I posted a video, so I figured double whammy. I guess I'll update you guys. I sold my apron, and I sold actually 2. They became a pair. I sold them to the beautiful and famous Jenny Zuger. Thank you so much. You helped me buy food. I'm working on another apron right now, and it's gonna be really dope. So much so that I almost maybe don't want to sell it. And to Hannah Banana, sorry it's been so long since I posted a video. I just wasn't really feeling froggy. So this video is for you. I hope you enjoyed it. You guys can join me next time at Story Time with Neeley. I'm going to read to you, What Are Daisies For? This is a good one, but you'll have to wait a week or so. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.